Oh, hey friends, Josh Yeager here, fiduciary government's know-it-all and Santa Barbara dog walker. I'm out having a walk with my dog Dodger. Thought I'd continue our conversation about trust administration generally and how a trustee might take steps to increase the documentation process, risk mitigation that they do within the office of the trustee. Let's spend a little bit of time thinking about what is the trustee's job and how do they know what that job is. So imagine yourself a successful architect. You got a couple of kids taking them to soccer practice. You're having fun building houses for rich people. And then somebody in your family dies, grandma let's say, and makes you the successor trustee because you were a fan of Perry Mason, and grandma always thought you had a mind for legal matters and thought you'd be the ideal family representative to be responsible for her administration. So you're really busy. It's a pain in the neck, but you're going to do it because you care about grandma. You care about your cousins who are co-beneficiaries with you in this trust. And you sit down and say, what is my job? How do I be successful at this? Because without knowing what my job is, it is impossible for me to be successful at doing the job. Well, there's three sources that describe your job. First source is what grandma wrote down. Grandma wrote a job description for you. It's called the trust instrument. The trust document itself describes what your duties or responsibilities are. Second place that we look for what is your job is sometimes grandma will be silent about particularly recognized duties or responsibilities. And in that case, the local state statute will fill in the gap. So if grandma didn't say anything particular about diversification, for example, which is one of the duties of a trustee, then the local state statute, which says thou shalt diversify a trust as is reasonable to do so unless there's a good reason not to. That's the state statute, or many state statutes, I should say, for diversification. So if the trust instrument doesn't tell you what your job is, next place you look is the state statute to tell you what your job is. Third place you look is what do the courts, what do judges say about duties of care, specifically the ones that you're interested in. So there's three parties that opine on what the duties of care of a trustee are. Each trustee has, I assure you, a list of responsibilities, duties of care. It is for these things and these things only that a trustee can be sued by a aggrieved beneficiary. You can't be sued for being nasty. You can't be sued for being mean. But you can be sued for breaching a duty of care. That's the only thing you can be sued for, is breaching a duty of care that you owe to the beneficiary. So, I would suggest that if a successor trustee is interested in doing their job, the inquiry would begin with what is my job, by creating a little inventory of what are the duties of care of a trustee. What does grandma's document say about my duties in this particular case? Where grandma's instrument is silent, what does the state statute say about my duties, and what do the courts say about these duties? Now, obviously, if you're a excellent architect mom taking kids to soccer practice and trying to keep the family together, going through that exercise might be a little bit cumbersome, which is why my partner Ryan and I created Anados, was to help successor trustees do their job with excellence. And that's what this little video series, While I Walk My Dog, is all about. So, I think I'm going to hit end on this video and start up another one in a bit. Ciao.